Hi, and welcome to another Papetti Math YouTube video tutorial where I'm going to be teaching you Algebra 1. Now, in this lesson, we are going to be looking at two-way frequency tables as we continue on our journey through statistics. And it says in this lesson, you will be creating, analyzing, and interpreting two-way frequency tables. A two-way frequency table shows data about two different categories. So we look at two different categories and see if there's any relation between the two categories. So in exercise number 1, it says the survey taken below asked a sample of 50 students if they have or have not visited the Gulf Coast of the United States, and if they have or have not visited the West Coast of the United States. Find the total number of students who have or have not visited each of the destinations and write them in the blank spaces. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do some basic addition here, and we're going to take a look at the students that have visited the Gulf Coast. Well, we have 12 students that have visited the Gulf Coast and have also visited the West Coast. And we have 16 students that have visited the Gulf Coast and have not visited the West Coast. So we are going to just see the total number of students that have visited that Gulf Coast was 16 plus 12, which would give you 28 total students. Now, over here, we're going to look at 5 students have not visited the Gulf Coast that have visited the West Coast, and 17 students have neither visited the Gulf Coast nor the West Coast. So the total number of students that have not visited the Gulf Coast, we add the the column straight down, 17 plus 5, and we'd get 22. Now, to find the total number of students that have visited the West Coast over here, we're going to add across the row, and we're going to get 12 plus 5, which would give us 17. And to find the total number of students that have not visited the West Coast, we're going to add across 16 plus 17 to get a total of 33 students. Now, the grand total of students surveyed, it says, was 50 students. And we know if we're correct by, if we add up 28 plus 22, we get 50. And also if we add up 17 plus 33, we also get 50. So we have different names for these rows and columns too. And it says that entries in the total row and the total column are called marginal frequencies, while entries in the body are called joint frequencies. So these 4 numbers here, we would provide joint frequencies, and these right here would provide marginal frequencies. So again, in this first exercise, all we were doing was finding the total number of students for our marginal frequencies. And our grand total of all the students surveyed goes in the bottom right corner. So believe it or not, that's already the end of the first exercise on two-way frequency tables. And if this video was helpful to help you understand how to fill in the missing parts of a frequency table, then give this video a thumbs up. Now you're ready to click on the exercise number 2 video right here.